What's up, YouTube family? Joe Diesel coming at you today, and I'm going to update you on the changes that I am making to my cut program in these last 4.5 weeks. The biggest change that I'm making is we are now entering the carb cycling phase. When I started my channel, I was doing carb cycling regularly, bulking, cutting, everything. And I actually ended up getting off of carb cycling during my last bulk because I was finding it way too hard for me to gain weight on. I was not gaining muscle size because I started to ride my bike 4 miles a day to commit to leg gains. So my legs were gaining, but I just wasn't gaining at the speed that I wanted. So I went ahead and got off of the carb cycling plan. I've done a bulk and I've done 9 weeks of a cut, just a basic calorie deficit cut, like mid 200 carbs, mid 200 protein, under 40 fats, and it's worked really well for me this entire 9 weeks. Up until last week or two, I started to kind of plateau on weight loss. So my weight was going down consistently. My body was coming in, tightening consistently. So the visual aids were there. Visually, I was definitely losing fat. And then slowly but surely, it just tapered off. My weight started to kind of staying the same. And the fat loss, visual fat loss, kind of plateaued as well. It wasn't coming off the same way. Not to mention, I was feeling really poopy all the time. I mean, I just felt like crap all the time for the most part. So my body was slowly but surely just starting to feel like crap on that diet, which you're gonna feel a little bit like crap, but this was a little excessive, and I had like several bad workouts in a row. My weight wasn't going down, so it started feeling demoralizing, like I wasn't getting anywhere. And I felt hungry all the time, so I was feeling very, very hungry, which a combination of bad workouts, hunger, and no progress is just, it's gonna explode into not happy Joey, poopy Joey. I was poopy Joey for like a week. So now's the time to reassess, be self-aware. I understand the poopiness of the Joey the last 2 weeks. So I noticed the poopiness. It's time to fix the poopiness, man. Don't just stay poopy. There's solutions to the poopiness. So I'm gonna go ahead and fix grumpy Joey. I don't want to be grumpy anymore. I want to have good workouts. So let's go ahead and look at this and let's problem solve it, you know? The first change I'm going to make is the key to the last few weeks is going to be diet changes. Always have a plan A diet. Then towards the end of your cut, you have a plan B. Take it up a notch. Then you got a plan C. What I had, my first one was calorie deficit all the way through. Just take more calories, take more calories, take more calories. But you're going to get to a point where you can't take any more calories, guys. You can't just go down to 900 calories a day. You're going to lose all your damn gains. So I can't go down any lower on calories. It would start getting ridiculous at this point, like unhealthy. I'm at like 2,300 right now, and for my body weight at 168, that's really, really low. And I'm a dude, and I got gains, and I don't want to lose them. So we got to find a different resolution to this problem. And the resolution that I'm going to have, my plan B, is carb cycling. So we switched to carb cycling program. And the way that we're going to switch this is instead of having 250-ish carbs, 250-ish protein, we're going to go ahead and have 4 low days in a row. So 4 low carb days in a row. And these low carb days are going to be 1 gram per pound in my body weight or less. That means if I weigh 168 pounds, I'm getting 1 gram of carb per pound. So I'm eating 168 grams of carbs a day. Ideally, I'm going to be a little bit lower than that, depending on how I feel. If I feel pretty good, I'll go ahead and lower it a little bit more by 20 or so. So we get 4 of those low days in a row. Now on those low days, since the carbs are coming down, the fat and the protein are going to have to come up a little bit to make up the calories. My calories need to stay the same. So that's key, guys, is your calories are staying the same for this carb cycling week. When you're in a cut, you don't want your calories to change on the high days. Your calories stay the same on low days as they do on the high days. And it gets a little tricky because you got to play with the numbers a little bit. Lower the protein and the fat on the high days and raise both of those on the low days. When my carbs are on the low days, 168 grams per day or less, my protein will come up and my fat will come up a little bit. And that will make the calories the same. We do this for 4 days in a row, and then we spike it up. So we get 1.5 to 1.7 grams of carbs per pound in body weight. So 168 times 1.5 or 1.7, whatever I settle on, and that is the grams of carbs I eat for that day. I think it was 230 or something like that, 220. So that's what we're gonna do on the high days. And make sure you hit those highs. So that means you have to clean our carb sources basically. So the big one is rice. Obviously, white rice is a great low calorie carb source. And then lots of fruits, lots of vegetables. Stay away from the breads. We'll get like oatmeal is a good one. Let me see, quinoa is a good one if you like quinoa. So there's a lot of good sources out there. And what I'm gonna do is I'm still gonna keep most of my carbs, like 90% of my carbs will be pre and post workout. So I'm gonna go ahead and take out the intra workout subs. I always take supplements in the middle of my workout, and those supplements are Gatorade, creatine, protein. Now I'm gonna go ahead and take those out of the workout and put them at the end of the workout, right after I'm done. So pre-workout, I'll get like 40 carbs, and then end workout, I'll get those supplements. That'll be like 20 carbs, and then right after that, I'll have a big meal. It'll probably be rice and meat, and that'll be like another 20 to 40 carbs. So that'll be my carb totals. It's all packed in around my workout so that when I put carbs in my body, I'm using them bitches. I'm using all damn carbs for my workout. I'm just gonna burn right through them damn carbs, and then I'll come out the other end with no carbs, which would mean my body would be like, hey, we need some energy. Boom, take that fat. That fat. We'll just use all that damn fat. Okay, so that's the plan with carb cycling. That's why it works. Now, when you're eating low carb days, you're gonna feel a lot hungrier because your body's gonna be craving energy from carbs, and you're not gonna be giving it that energy. There's a couple key tweaks to make when you're on a low day so that you don't feel starving. One is eat more vegetables. So I'm gonna start eating more salad. I'll eat salad with almost every meal, or vegetables like asparagus and broccoli, cauliflower, those type things that are really filling, but really low in both carbs and calories. And you eat those on the side of your protein. So that way, with protein and those put together, you're gonna feel like you ate a lot, and you'll feel good. It'll satiate you for a little while. Satiate. Now the next change that you're gonna wanna make is to your training, guys. It's gonna be really difficult for you to start carb cycling and having these low days and still go in there and try to set PRs. It's not going to happen. You have to just accept the fact that at the end of a cut, when you're trying to lose that last little bit of fat, your calories are really low, you start the carb cycling, you have to accept the fact that the gym sessions are no longer for muscle gain. That means you will not be gaining muscle for these last 4 or 5 weeks, guys. You won't be gaining muscle. Wrap your head around that for a second. I'll wait right here. Okay, so you're not going to be gaining muscle. What you're gonna be doing is maintaining the muscle that you have. The muscle that you gained during your last bulk, you're just focused around maintaining that muscle while you burn the fat. That's what this next 4 or 5 weeks is, okay? So you don't need to go in the gym and lift hella heavy and try to get those PRs. You don't need that shit, man. Don't do that shit. You're going in to just burn them damn calories, burn them damn carbs. That's the key of your workouts, okay? So that means intensity. Just up the pace, lower the rest periods, do more circuits. So like what me and Narn are gonna do is we're gonna start jumping right into our circuits. That's what we started today. After the circuit, we did one final exercise for a burnout, and what we did was we had very little rest. So I would do it right after she'd start, then right after I'd start, and we just went through 4 sets in like 10 minutes or less. Now the time that we're gonna save, normally that we would lift heavy in the beginning before we start our circuits, that time that we're gonna save, we're gonna take at the end of our workout. We're gonna take that time and we're gonna put it after our sprints. So after we knock out cardio at the end of our workouts, we're gonna go ahead and add like 10 or 15 minutes of steady state cardio just to burn those calories. Now these workouts are all about burning calories, guys. It's just burn those fucking calories so that you can get shredded as hell. That's the key in these last few weeks. I've made a couple of those changes today on this one day, this first day of carb cycling. I already feel 10 times better. I'm eating more vegetables. We changed our workouts. That's what was making Poopy Joey. That's what was making Grumpy Butt Joey. I was still doing like 2-hour workouts on really low calories. I was not eating enough vegetables, so I was feeling hungry all day long. And these little changes really add up over weeks, and you start feeling like garbage. And you're gonna be low brain capacity, so it's gonna be really hard for you to wrap your head around why you feel so poopy. And then slowly but surely you're gonna be like, God damn, what am I doing? Why am I not eating the vegetables? Why am I not cooking good versions of tilapia so that I don't feel like I hate my life when I'm eating it? You know, these are the things that we need to focus on, and it's gonna be really hard. I finally was like, what the hell am I doing to myself? I'm making the last part of my cut a lot harder. I could find myself talking myself into getting Taco Bell on Saturday, like, oh, you know, I earned a cheat meal. Nah, man, fuck that. What am I doing? You know, what am I doing? Even I'm talking myself out of this shit, and I've been doing fitness for a while. Just be aware that you're gonna do that your mind is gonna play tricks on you in a cut especially, because your body needs these things, and you're depriving your body of these things for the cut phase that you're in for a couple of months. And once you do that for a while, your mind will start playing tricks on you, because it's going to find a way to get these things that it feels like it needs. So just be aware of it, just be smart, and then plan ahead. Plan ahead. There's a solution to every problem. So I'm going to emphasize all these solutions, start the carb cycling phase of my cut, and then after about 2 weeks, I'll see where I'm at. See if it's starting to tighten in, and see if my weight's going down. All these things are changed for the better. If they have, I'll just finish out with carb cycling all the way through 4.5 weeks. If they haven't, my Plan C diet is keto diet. So I'll go low calories, well, I'll be as low as I am right now, and then I'll do low carbs. And I'll just do that until the end. And that would be really rough, and you don't want to do that for extended periods of time because it's hard on your body, but it would just be the final 2 weeks for me. I'm really, really, really hoping that I don't have to do that. So hopefully I don't. And I can just do carb cycling all the way through. It'd be great. That's my carb cycling plan, guys. Hopefully it works really good this time around. I'll keep you guys updated. Check out my vlogs. I'll be updating you how I feel. If you have any carb cycling questions or comments, please put them down below. I know the last 2 carb cycling videos that I did got a lot of hits and a lot of comments and a lot of confusion. So if you guys have any questions, please put them in the comments, and if I get a frequent question, then I'll make a video just about that question, just to kind of clarify to help you guys out. Subscribe to my channel. I'd really appreciate it, and I will see you guys next time.